Hey guys, subscribe for daily content, and if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks!
What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I have a very special, yes, black gloves, very special unboxing to share with you guys. Another Herman knife, a major acquisition for sure. This is a very special one. I am very excited to open this up and actually see what it looks like. I have reviewed this model, so today's video is not a review. It's simply just show and tell. But I cannot wait to share with you guys. I will link Herman knives down in the description if you guys have never checked out Polish Custom Knives. They have the widest selection, and if you are after one of the super grail versions of Herman knives, your best bet is finding them on Polish Custom Knives. That's where all of the craziest Herman knives that I own have come from, so that is the place that you're going to want to check out. Thanks to my patrons for supporting me, and make sure your notifications are turned on for the Metal Complex YouTube channel. So you can tell by the box here, this is a special Herman. The standard Hermans come in a nice box, right? But the really crazy ones tend to, well, they always come in, the big wooden boxes here. So I'm going to turn this over and let you guys take a look here real quick. This is a Mantis, one of my favorite models. We have Damacore DC18N at 61 HRC. Now that is important. DC18N refers to a version of Damacore. There's two versions, well, at least two versions of Damacore that are sold by the Damascus company. One is the DC18N variation, and the other one, I forget the code, but basically the other one refers to the version of Damacore that has an RWL34 core. The jacket of Damasteel, this is a San Mai, so the jacket is made of Damasteel, which is RWL34 core, RWL34 and PMC27. That's what makes up Damasteel. And then they make the core of this version of Damacore, the alternate version of this, with an RWL34 core. Generally because of machining and polishing. I've heard it's easier to polish. This DC18 variation, I'm trying to find the actual number. There we go. DC18N variation of Damacore refers to Damacore that has their N11X core. N11X, according to Larrin Thomas, is identical to Vanax, making this a triple composition, a true triple composition. Damacore with the jacket being RWL34 PMC27, and then the core being N11X or Vanax. Very cool. I only own one other Herman with a Vanax core Damacore. Very exotic stuff for sure here. Ooh, special look at this. Many of you know that I am a huge fan of green anno. And this is the only time, this is the only knife now that I own that is a green emphasis timascus. Oh my God. That is so absolutely beautiful. Now, I know, for some people, look at this and say that's just too much for me. And I think that's fine. But this green heavy timascus, I mean, I'm so used to seeing timascus, it's almost like it glows. It's almost like it's irradiated, right? But I'm so used to seeing timascus in your typical blue, purple, and then subtle orange, right? I mean, I actually have some out here I'm going to show. Herman Knives is one of the only companies that I see doing these different I mean, obviously it just depends on like what, I hate to say it this way because it's not the right way to say it, but there's the current that you run through it. But going out of their way to make these like one color emphasis variations of timascus, I just think it's so cool. I've seen this done with a big emphasis on like gold, and I think in the past I've seen from Herman Knives like do heavy emphasis on like the magenta or like more of the pinkish end of it. But this is one of the only examples that I have seen where the main color is green, and you can see in there's a little bit of gold, there's a little bit of purple, a little bit of blue, but this is mostly green. Little bit of that color change, kind of right here you can see it kind of has that aqua blue, and then it goes to a heavier, almost lime, like in between lime and emerald green. Still kind of aqua there. It's kind of hard to say with the colors mixed in, but this makes for an incredibly unique piece. Obviously, we have the pivot lubrication and the tool that comes with it there. I'm going to move that over to the side here real quick, and we're going to get out the blade. As you can see here that I've already christened it with my spittle. That's just sort of a rite of passage. If you're going to be acquired by me, I have to spit on it. Oh, God. Do I have to edit that out? Nah, it's staying. Let's take a look at this blade. Look at that. This is exactly what I was hoping to see, and I'll tell you why. This is a double polish Damacore. This is not something that we see very often. I think it is something that we will see more of moving forward. Herman Knives is able to do it, and there are obviously some other custom makers who are able to do it. Part of the reason that you choose Damacore with the RWL34 core, at least as far as I understand, I'm not claiming to be a knife maker. I've never actually polished anything like this. This is just from me talking with other knife makers. Part of the reason why you choose the version of Damacore with the RWL34 core is because it is substantially easier to polish. I can show you an older, my very first full custom Herman knife was this, I keep wanting to say the Sting. It's the Dragonfly. You can see here that we have polished areas within the Damacore. This is also the N11X core Damacore, and you can see it's a lot foggier. Now, I'm sure that they could have polished it up a bit if they really wanted to, but I think clearly their capabilities have come a long ways because they were not doing this. They were not double polishing N11X Damacore back when I got this years ago. This is not easy to do. I don't think everybody can do this. And while it is not an absolutely perfect mirror, it is absolutely stunning. Look at that. So I have some Damasteel that's double polished. This is apparently fairly easy to do given that RWL34 is part of the combination there. I think, RWL34 has always been used in custom knives, partially because of its well-rounded performance. It performs very similarly, if not identical, to CPM 154, very well-rounded, but it's very easy to machine and sharpen and polish and all of that. So this is very preferential. So I believe that is largely the reason that Damacore uses that in their pattern weld. I have to say pattern weld Damascus, or we're going to summon the Woots folks, right? They're going to come in with their robes and their scholarly outfits and their books, and they're going to try and educate us on Woots, right? So I have to say pattern welded Damascus to make sure that we keep those folks at the door. But anyways, the N11X Damacore being polished like this is not something that we see a ton. I think people are starting to figure out, how to do this. I'm sure that there are processes that are used now that were not used years ago, that's making this a little more possible. But I do have a lot of Damasteel that is double polished, and so that's a look that I really, really like. And I have like a Francois Dutoy TF4 that is in RWL 34 core Damacore, and it is polished like this. I've always loved that look. And for a long time, I just thought, well, I just kind of have to accept if you want that double polished look with Damacore, you're going to have to accept the version that has RWL34 as the core. You're not going to get that aesthetic with N11X. Well, it's clearly possible now. That is so cool. Sorry about that. I was cleaning up a little bit of fingerprints on the other side there. But absolutely gorgeous. Like I said, it's obviously not a perfect mirror on both sides, but highly, highly reflective. And it obviously is something that takes a lot of time. This is not something that is done quickly. It's not something that's just sort of stamp and pressed and run it through the machine and it's like that. No, that's a very costly thing to do. So I've done this before with all of my, and I own a couple more Hermans, some entry Hermans. But as far as all of my, I would say the more exotic ones that I own, I currently own 9 of them. So we'll get them out here. Of course, we have the new Mantis, the Damacore Mantis. We have my original Herman Sting in white Timascus and Damacore. We have my newer Herman Sting in Damasteel and black Timascus, or that's It's Zerkatite. It's just not the name brand stuff. I think it's Chad Nichols who does like the original Zerkatite, but this is black Timascus. I have another Mantis, which I actually have two more Mantises. We have one in Balbach Damask, or Balbach Damask, and then we have this sort of subdued, like, almost magma style black Timascus there. You can see the more muted zirconium in there. We have my Tesseract Mantis right here with the Tesseract laser finish. Big fan of that one, of course. And then let's see here. I have the three stings. We have the what do they call this? Ballanet Mayura, which is like true, very similar to DLC, except it is rainbow, which is not the same thing as what we see from the gas station. That would be titanium nitride. So it's kind of cool to see a coating that actually does have that look, very gas stationy, but it is actually durable and beneficial. And then we have a white Timascus and Damasteel, double polished Damasteel version of the Slim right here. We have probably one of the crowd favorites here. This is a black Timascus Slim with, I think this is also Balbach Damask. I used to have a Lema Damax in a Slim. And then finally, probably the craziest one, definitely the most expensive one, is the Ishtar in full Damasteel. Even the handle scales and the pocket clip and the backspacer are all Damasteel. And then we have the Damasteel blade there too. So as far as every exotic Herman that I own, this is currently all of them. I don't plan on stopping. I'm a huge fan of Herman knives. I love to collect the wild and crazy exotic ones. What I need in this collection is a full DLC Damasteel or full DLC polished Damacore. That'd be cool. I'll have to see what I can do, see what I can convince Polish Custom Knives and Herman Knives to do. That's something that I would definitely like to acquire. I'm just joking. I don't want them to go out of their way or anything like that. But I'm very happy collecting these knives. Is super great, super fun as a collector. But let me emphasize, while I am collecting really crazy exotic versions of these knives, the base versions, the entry versions of these knives, all make for excellent users. The profiles and the locking systems, the bearings, all of that, the cutting geometry, their HRC hardness, all of that, Herman knives make for great tools. So their entry knives still come in very, very expensive at $700 to $800. I have a Sting and a Dragonfly that are users, and they are wonderful. They're wonderful, wonderful knives. Obviously, massively overkill. Nobody needs to spend that much money to get a high quality functional knife. But if you want them made small batch in house, in this case, this is in Poland, then Herman knives are incredible. I am very happy with this new acquisition. It really does stand out. I think this looks awesome. Super happy. And it's awesome to see Herman Knives continuing to do things that we just don't see very often. That's really the best thing about Herman Knives in my book, is while the profiles of the knives may be classic, you could even say traditional, kind of straightforward, what makes Herman Knives special is his willingness to work with different materials and to work to create different finishes and different colors and basically different outcomes. That's really what makes them so cool and unique. So very excited about this. So happy to add this one to the collection. That's going to be it, guys. You can check out my review of the Mantis if you want to. I'll link Herman Knives or Polish Custom Knives and specifically Herman Knives down in the description. You guys can check them out. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on the Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe, because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.